the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Cassie Heiter.
All right, now we got to talk a little bit about the weather. Cassie joining us now.
Yeah, and it's going to be kind of loud overnight tonight, huh, for a lot of folks?
Yeah, for some people, definitely, yes. I mean, we already have some storms out there right now. It seems like they just don't want to go away today. But, you know, earlier we had some storms in north central Oklahoma, right around Hennessy and just south of Enid, and storms would not go away. Val and Amy Castor, they were all over it today. There was some flooding going on. We had a flood advisory there for at least a few hours. It was just so much rain and kind of a short period of time. And these storms, the kind of storms that we've been getting, they're just slow movers. So the rain, it just goes over some of the same spots, and we even had some wind with it. Obviously, you can see some minor debris there, trash can and some limbs, but this was Highway 51. We had some minor street flooding. This is Highway 81, so a lot of more flooding out there, and even a power pole was hanging down. So yeah, so there was quite a bit storms going on in that part of the state, and you can see just all the rain. So just quite a bit of rain, but it was in very isolated spots. So this is kind of where the rain fell today. You can see that, yes, we did have some in Oklahoma City, but not at the airport, so it doesn't officially count. But in Enid, officially at the Mesonet site, at least a quarter of an inch, but a lot of places saw a lot more than that in parts of Garfield County. Also, a little over an inch around Hinton, and then now we're starting to add more to that out to the west. So Storm Shield 9 is lighting up again this evening, and zooming in just a little bit closer, we still have some storms out to the west, some showers to the north. So nothing severe currently, and not expecting a whole lot of severe weather by any means, but the showers, they are still over Garfield County, so not surprised if we do have some minor flooding still ongoing. Another storm that's just east of Waynoka, and then a little bit farther to the south in western Oklahoma, a couple of storms just north of Moorwood over Leedy and just east of Camargo. Nothing severe, but some lightning, some heavy rain, and some wind gusts. We did have a gust around 40 earlier near Camargo, and this storm's a little strong right now. It's moving into Cheyenne. Heavy rain, lightning, and possibly up to about dime-sized hail. The hail core is not really large on that, and just kind of looking at our hail detector, it's exactly what it's showing. Maybe some small hail near Leedy and also right around Cheyenne. But then our focus goes on what's happening out west, because we're going to be adding to these rain totals. And notice just in between Leedy and Moorwood, we've already seen 3 inches of rain. This is 3-hour rainfall totals, but a lot of this has fallen with just in this last hour. But more rain and storms out to the west. Nothing severe right now, but just a lot of rain and a lot of lightning. So doing a track on that, it's moving east-northeast at about 25. It puts it at Cheyenne at 1212, Laverne at 1208, May at 1219, Sayre at 1240, and Woodward at about 1243. But, you know, here in Oklahoma City, we could still see some storms overnight, but not expecting severe weather. Right now, it's very quiet. Partly cloudy, 76 degrees, a southeast wind at 6. This is our downtown camera, part of our Lucky Star SkyCam network. Temperatures across the rest of the state, upper 60s, low 70s to the north, still some mid and upper 70s across the south. The southeast wind between about 5 to 15, still seeing some stronger wind gusts within better than some of those storms out to the west. But pattern really hasn't changed a whole lot with the heating of the day. The storms come alive, and then at night we watch the storms out to the west that eventually make a run for western Oklahoma. But typically, the pattern has been that these weekend as they move into western Oklahoma, and I'm still expecting that, but you can't rule out an isolated, stronger to severe storm, but that would be on the lower end. And then overnight and into tomorrow morning, I think a lot of that's going to continue mainly west of I-35 and north of I-40. That's where the chances will be at its highest. But here in Oklahoma City, I still think there's at least a slight chance overnight tonight. By tomorrow morning, that chance will pick up to about 40%, but it's pretty much guaranteed out to the west with isolated severe storms possible. And we're talking maybe up to quarter-size hail, wind gusts to 60 miles an hour, some localized flooding. Temperatures dropping down into the mid and upper 60s overnight tonight, tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be very warm. Still expecting some partly cloudy skies. It's not going to be an all-day rain by any means, but during the afternoon, a 40% chance of storms in Oklahoma City. Still a lot more likely out to the west, and some of those storms during the day will have the potential of producing isolated up to golf ball size hail, wind gusts to 65 miles an hour. Tomorrow night into Friday morning, a chance of storms in the northwest. By Friday afternoon, we're going to be back in the 80s. I think most of the day looks dry, but storms later in the afternoon and evening out west likely. By Friday night, storms move across the state. So for your Saturday, we're going to be in the 80s, but the chance of storms, it does go down during the day. So some good news there, but chances do come right back up on Sunday. We'll be right back.